What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, man, y'all already know what's going on. It's going down. Yeah, we'll be discussing a few topics tonight. Yeah, the past week, all we've been doing and focus on is the kids' summer food and clothing drive, which is happening on Saturday. So we've been doing a lot of sorting a lot of clothes and toys and all of that type of stuff. Again, salute to all of our sponsors. We definitely appreciate everybody. We appreciate all our sponsors. In the community, in our community, love y'all back. You know what I'm saying? For giving to our communities. And this is just, yeah, so, again, we're definitely thankful for all our sponsors. We're going to have psychotherapist Morticia Sherman will be on with us tonight. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Morticia Sherman. Yeah, and basically that's all we have been focused on. Is the kids' summer food and clothing drive, because that's something special, something that our community needs all across the board, and it's not enough of that going on. We have to get to the point where we are able to do it every weekend, if not every weekend, every day if we can, and that's our main goal at the end of the day, to make sure that our communities around the city, are taken care of. We know it's a lot of selfishness. It's a lot of selfishness that goes on, but we cannot let that distract us, because on this journey, especially, anybody that's doing the right thing and doing the right thing by the community, doing for our community, it's a major plus. Everybody is not always going to be with for what's right, and that's the thing about it. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their opinion. So you can't get caught up in that because somebody is expressing the way that they feel. Because once you get into that, and really, The main thing at the end of the day is to remain positive. You know what I'm saying? We have to remain positive at all costs, because it's very easy to do the wrong thing. Anybody can go out and do the wrong shit all day long. Everybody can get out and do fucked up shit all day long. But once, you know, you start doing the right thing, just know that you're gonna get hit with a whole lot of negativity and all that type of stuff, so we also have to be aware of that, not to get caught up in the foolishness. And again, our platform is not to drag anybody, to belittle nobody, all of that type of shit. Yeah, it's never have been about that. So again, we can't get caught up, in the foolishness. We have to keep the communities informed at all times, and that's the thing. Just keeping the community informed. It's easy to keep the community informed about all of the wrong shit, about people getting killed. It's easy for the community, to express their feelings about somebody that they know or a loved one getting killed, and spreading the word on social media. That spreads like rapid fire. But at the same time, when it comes to doing positive things, you have to be aware of the people that it's not that they don't want to support you in a certain way. Is that they wish that they could have been in position and playing a part along with the good things that are going on in the community. But just like how little kids feel, to be accepted, they gotta go along with the foolishness, and what we see, it's a lot of adults that go on with a lot of the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So, we cannot get caught up in the foolishness. No, we cannot, and we won't. What's up, Della D? What's up? What's up with it, cuz? What's up, baby? Laquita, what's up with it? Yeah, man. JoJo. Yeah. But yes, we're definitely moving forward on a lot of things. It's a lot of great things going on in the community. We will be posting a lot of things that are going on in the community, so we have to tap into a lot of stuff, get out our comfort zone, because that's the problem. A lot of us are in our comfort zone. A lot of times we have to get out our comfort zone. Yeah, we got to get out our comfort zone. Yeah. Yeah, and just like the pastor said yesterday, the sermon was named "Guess Who's Coming to Dinner." So y'all just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Guess who's coming for dinner? Yeah, man. So We definitely have to pay attention to what's going on around us, because it's very important. It's very important that we pay attention what is going around. We can't have a one-track mind and expect to be successful, because it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work. With having a one-track mind. Uh, yeah, we're about to bring Brother Emmanuel on right now, but hey, like they say, shit, we all in the same game. Hey, shit, that shit for real like a motherfucker. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he on here, but what's up with him, Mr. Ricky Jason? Yeah, Mr. Ricky Jason, he cool. He cool as hell. He cool as hell. Okay, okay, hold up. Yeah, and get psychotherapist, Morticia Sherman. We get her on as well. Yeah, but there is a fundraiser that is going on, and once Brother Emmanuel get on here, we will furthermore talk about that as well. Morticia, I'm trying to add you right now. Yeah, what's up with it, Brother Emmanuel?
Can y'all see me? This thing acting. It's having a mind of its own again, y'all. Bear with us.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you perfect. Yeah, okay, we're finna get Emmanuel back on.
Try this again. There we go.
All right, all right, all right. What's up with it?
Man, what's good with it? Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
for being here tonight. As always, we start with our appreciation for your participation because it is the most important. The only thing we got is your presence, and it is important, and that's why it's called a gift presence. We hope our presence tonight is going to make you feel good. I am the Houstonian, the Houston haters hate to hear. Because I do scream it loud and clear 24/7, 365. I represent the truth. Critical Show and Hood News GP on mine. Coming to get, coming tonight to you with some news you can use, because it's news we use. And in the spirit of our brother Gary Monroe, let's go. Coming to y'all tonight with Slick Talk. It's Monday night, and y'all know what goes on in the Slick Talk. It's a verbal fight. We only gonna shoot from the lip, not from the hip, so don't nobody get scared. But we got some things to go over, as Critical said in the beginning of the show. We appreciate everybody's participation tonight, everybody's participation for the July 19th, this Saturday event, all the sponsors. We appreciate all y'all help, and it's going to be a magnificent day. We want everybody to come on out with your family and enjoy yourselves. But so Critical, let's go and kick off the issues. What we talking about?
Okay, we was gonna have psychotherapist Morticia Sherman but we're having some technical difficulties with her getting on. So either we'll be able to get her on. Okay, she's here. She says she's here. It's not showing. Okay, it's not showing her. But go ahead, brother Emmanuel. While I try to get
Yeah, I hope everybody
it.
enjoying their Monday night. We want to take this time to clear up an issue. Everybody is seeing the fund go around, and there's been some talk to clarify that the fundraiser that's going around is a fund for the people who have been victimized, who are being targeted by Cornell X and Candace Matthews legally. And they have brought lawsuits against our brothers and sisters. And so we want to get them proper legal representation because we know this is a form of legal bullying. This is just another way to try to silence victims. A lot of people haven't heard of this before because, we've not seen this happen a lot, but it does go on where those that have done people wrong will turn around and get mad and call slander or call defamation when the victims stand up. But that is exactly what is happening right now. The victims are standing up, and even Critical, who has given the victims a stage, is being targeted through this craziness, this madness. But it is a legal situation that they have to address. It just won't go away. It won't be any magical relief. So we want everybody to push that out. We're working on some other fundraising tools so that we can acquire this lawyer who has dealt with this situation before and has assured everyone that he can handle it again. So they have faith in it. And so that's what the fund is for. It is not for anyone's personal gain. It's not for anyone's personal use. And
Fact, fact, fact.
we want to make sure that nobody is using this for their personal gain or their personal use, asking for those funds. That is exactly what it's for. I know this stage is for scammers. It is to, bring out a light on those who are doing wrong in the neighborhood, in the community, stealing money. So this is not what this is going to be. This is not what this is, an attempt to take from y'all, but instead an attempt to help everybody gather together and stand up against these people that are victimizing y'all. Forgive me for a second.
Yeah, but just like he was saying, nothing is used for anybody's personal gain. Um, this is a fight for the community um, because of the injustice. Uh, Cornell X and the fake doctor, Candace Matthews. Um, and no, we haven't stopped reporting on the situation with the fake doctor and Cornell as well. We've mainly been focused on, the kids' summer food clothing drive, because that's what's more important at this point right now. Uh, because yes, we have a lot of information that we will be releasing. So y'all just stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, we definitely got a lot of shit. So y'all just be patient with us. You know, and we're gonna get it in like always. Go ahead, brother man.
We said that it has to be like this, but it is what it is. And so we're bringing it to everybody, not just to entertain y'all in a comical way, but for y'all to really get, education through this entertainment. This is really going
Fact.
on, and this is the real way. You're gonna have to really fight it, because there are those that will try, to use the judicial system to bully people, to not stand up, to not speak their truth to power. But again, it takes the collective of the people. So the attempt is online. Y'all can see the link. You can give if you can. Pass it out to those that you think can help. We're trying to acquire some type of legal representation by all means, whichever way it can come. If there's a law group on here, or if someone knows of a law group and y'all can let them know of the situation and they're willing to help our brothers and sisters, we will accept that. But
Right.
that's exactly what this goal is. These people need the representation because of what uh, they've been brought into by standing for themselves, and that's just not acceptable. So I wish I had it, but I know the world together can't come up with it. It's all about everybody's participation, everybody's action. It's been up for a little while, and it hasn't garnered a lot of attention like we would think it would, with the amount of victims that are
Yeah,
out
you
there,
chopping up real bad.
with the amount of victims that are out there, with the amount of people that have showed interest in this situation. I would think that it would garnish more attention. I mean, if y'all knew the numbers, that have been put up since the Critical Show has started, we're in the 100,000. So, a lot of people have seen this show. A lot of different individual devices have heard the rhetoric and the ideals here, and the many victims in their stories. For that many people, if every one of those people gave 50 cents, this would be more than what's
You chopping up
necessary.
real bad.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah. But for over 100,000 people to have seen this show since it started, if a quarter of them gave a dollar, if all of them gave a quarter, that would be more than enough to get the legal to stand up for these people who have shared their stories, who have given you a platform. But that's the thing, activism takes activity, it takes action, and the action comes from the people. We talk on this show about different of our leaders from the past, and we talk about Martin Luther King, on how he went from place to place, staying and did what they had to do, and the people made it happen, and that's real. But you got to at least have somebody willing to let you stay at the house. You know what I mean? It's like our generation, we scream problems, but the solutions, it's hard to acquire. Why? Because we become a generation who are stingy with the money, stingy with doing what it takes to make a solution. I know a lot of people are mad because their money got stole, but sometimes it takes money to get that money back, or it takes more money to stop other people, from continuing the scam. And it's crazy. I appreciate everybody that has donated, everybody that has wanted to and just couldn't, but all I'm saying is, for the numbers, we have to be a community that is not just coming here to the Critical Show and getting entertainment, but truly getting education and allowing that education to cause activity. And the activity we need is, everybody to join in. And it don't take a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, everyone is asking, for $1,000 from each donor. This isn't that type of situation. We don't need all that. We need the collective, to give a little, and together that little will be a lot, and it won't take that much. And then we can have a stage that y'all are witnessing true change on, because y'all will witness the defense of this type of situation, and that will show others they can do this, and that they're going to have to do this when you have legal bullies, when you have bullies in the community, calling themselves community activists, but are going after the community, call themselves leaders of the black world, the black people, but are targeting the black people. They're attacking black, on a legal level, so it's not confusion. It's not confusing. It is what it is. These people are not for us. They are people that are seeking their own self gain, and they are causing a lot of harm in the community. And the only way we're gonna solve this, is together, both legally and on the street level. Now, you know what I'm saying? What I mean by street, is there's a word I learned a long time ago called ostracize. And all it means is to kind of make a person alone. Everybody stay away from someone or something, and it doesn't get any business. It doesn't get any attention. You know what I'm saying? The community has to ostracize these people. They have to stop allowing them to represent us, to stand for our problems, and to steal their money and not do anything. Again, I don't knock anybody for making some money. You know what I mean? But you have to do real work for the real money. You got to do something for that you get. And if you're not, then you're stealing from us, and somebody got to stand up. And it hurts my heart, like a lot of the preachers say, when I see all these great figures in Houston, and like a lot of our people say, they've not stood up, as if this person is going to personally beat their ass or something. They've not stood up. They've not said anything against it. They've not used their stages, their power, to say anything to any of these scammers in Houston. None of them have stood up. And so right now we're in 2025, and Houston is at a point where it's so many victims out there, and they're screaming. But where's the collective of those that call themselves our community activists, our community leaders? Where are they at to lead us through this problem, to stand together, to bring the people together to fight against this problem? Because if they did just a little of that activity, would go a long way. But when we're seeing none, I mean, the level that we're seeing is none. So again, we're going to have to get in the streets, and the streets are going to have to handle this situation. The streets are going to have to make these people unable to fool us anymore, to rob us, to come to the cookout. I saw Fox Face Off a few days ago, and he Cornell X admitted that he's from Los Angeles. One of the first time I've ever heard him say it about where he's from. He tried to say that this situation in Texas, to a degree, baffled him, but he's from Los Angeles. He grew up in Los Angeles. So again, there it is, something that a lot of people didn't know, but the facts that they've heard us, and so now they have to respond to it. A lot of people didn't know this man isn't from Houston, but he represents this Houston community and is so-called down for the Houston people. If you're a native of Los Angeles, why don't you go out to Los Angeles and fight the many situations down there? There's a lot of need for community activists in LA. Hell, Nip tried to do that. Nipsey Hussle tried to do that, man. You can get out there and do that. Big O tried to do that. Was doing that. These are men that was, like Cornell says to the magazine, he was a former gang member of the Rolling 60. These were men that had passed like that too, and have seeked that positive change, between the community and law enforcement and all that. Why don't he go out there where he from and do that?
He can't.
Because he can't fool people out there, because out there it's a broader climate of vengeful people, and it's a broader geographic to be able to do that. Houston is big, but LA is full of alleys. LA is just mapped out in a different way, and so you can't hit those corners and get away like you can do it in Houston. He could hit freeways and leave, and hide out. Somebody's gonna find out where you live in LA, and they're gonna bring it to everybody's attention, and you're gonna have some issues. See, so they can do that down here in the South. They come down here in the South, they do that there. Fool us, or attempt to fool us, just steal from us. And then we catch on. By that time, they try to catch out. But that's the situation. A lot of stuff is either people that have transitioned from California to the South or from the South to California. You know what I
Right.
mean? A lot of people, I wonder if a lot of people know that Huey P. Newton. We were talking about this last week about people that are from the South that have played a big position in the world politics and changing of the world, who are from the South, who moved to California, where a lot of people believe their movement and all that birthed that. Huey P. Newton is from the South. He's from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look it up.
Right.
By way of Texas. Just like Tookie. A lot of people, you can find Southern roots in them, and those are the leaders that a lot of people pay homage to today. You know what I'm saying? From the past, great leaders. You know what I mean? And we have organizations named after them all over. Many different ways that we're paying respects to these people. But where did they come from? Down here. So we ain't slow down here. Trying to come down here and play us for slow and play people. You're gonna get exactly what you came for. You know what I mean? Because again, we don't play down here in the South. That's not something that we do. What we do is we cater to people. We friendly, we love, but we ain't no fools and we ain't no pushovers. So over time, all of this thievery was just building up, and it's finally come to its climax. And now it's time for the people to stand up. But that's that's what we need, y'all. We have to get the community to rally together in a great call, to get Houston's full attention. Just like they did George Floyd, we need that amount of bodies. I know we can't get that exact amount, but we need a large amount of bodies like they did with the George Floyd situation. And that captures Houston's attention. We need every news station to come out at the same time and capture our feelings and put them out. And that way it will spread completely across Houston that we are all together in this fight against these scammers, and it will bring more scam victims to the table, and it will move the community to donate and help acquire proper legal representation. I know it will get us some proper legal representation, but we got to come together, y'all. Again, too many times it's been one here, one there, a few here, a few there. That does not catch the attention of social media, of public media. You need the masses. You gotta have a clown show. This show right now, we have a lot of good followers. Y'all have been loyal, and I appreciate it. But it is because of a lot of the same loyal people that this show is getting these same numbers. For the amount of people that it is in Houston and surrounding areas that have links to the social media, the numbers should be, huge. But what is it? It's the activity. We have to fight against other content creators who are having more festive stages. You know what I mean? It looks more like a circus because people like that entertainment. You know what I mean? No matter what, you like that entertainment, and we appreciate that our words are entertaining you as well as educating you. Because if not, y'all wouldn't return and stand with us. So we know you're getting something here, but we're having to compete with a lot of other stuff that you have to deal with in life, that a lot of other people have to deal with in life. And so together, collectively, we have to be the ones who make this stage popular, telling everybody, word of mouth, passing it around, sharing it, you know what I mean? And contributing it to it so that it can be more entertaining to the eye. And when it's more entertaining to the eye, then it gets more of the people's mental attention. And then it causes the people through the mental attention to physically make things change. So we need that. We can do that. Why are we not doing that? We have the solution. I'm calling it out on some real stuff. We have the solution, but we have to apply the solution. It's no good having the medicine for your cold
Facts.
or medicine for your ailment, but don't never
How you
take
doing,
it.
Dr. Captain Tatum?
You know, it's not good having, you know, the solution to the problem, but not writing it down on the paper during the test. Having the medicine for your sickness and staying sick and not taking it, or causing others to get sick because you're just coughing on everybody and pass your sick when you could have took medicine. That it don't do no good to know the solutions to problems and not apply them. But I can't be the only one applying them. Critical can't be the only one applying them. These few victims on here can't be the only one applying them. It has to be done in the masses. And that's what I'm wondering myself is how can we reach the masses? It is only through us. Other shows aren't as popular as they are on the level that they are because the algorithm of the social media meta or whatever stages it is wants them to get big. That's what a lot of people believe. No, there are a lot of people in this world. And when you can get a lot of people to view, that's when you get a lot of people's attention. How do they view it? By passing it around to each other. Word of mouth work in the streets just like it worked on social media. If we get 2,000 people watching it, that's 2,000 individuals that have clicked on here. So that should be 2,000 different shares. If 2,000 different shares went out, this would be 100,000 views every show. And out of 100,000, that will influence a larger portion of the people. We're not gonna get everybody because there's billions of people on this planet and everybody don't got a device. But this is all I'm saying, y'all. The math comes back to us, the people. Just like on this fund for this legal. If us, the people, did the minimal, we could acquire this with the ease. If us, the people, did the minimal for this stage, we could make this stage very entertaining with ease, not hurting nobody, but building up everybody, have good educational entertainment, and we would all be a part of it. We'd be funded by the people since it's for the people. But what's wrong? Just the truth, man. I'm just being real over here, and I know some people might not like it, but this slick talk, this Monday night, this Gary Monroe spirit. And I'm gonna tell you, people not doing what we gotta do. That is what makes a lot of people feel like, you know, there will be no solutions to these problems. It's just entertainment on top of entertainment. Because there's nobody joining, nobody's doing no action. Everybody just viewing it, you know, and then everybody's not even viewing it the right way. You know, when you view something, you know, you're supposed to engage, or you're supposed to, again, share it out to others, you know, especially if it is something of importance. But when we don't do that, we're the ones, the people, who fail to build up the stages that could help us. And we leave ourselves at the mercy of those stages that can't help us. The stages that are just taken from us, that are fooling us. You know, right now there's a show on Fox. It comes on, and as times has been switching up, that's that fucking Face Off, amongst other things. And I know I keep bringing it around that, but this is the hugest part. The hugest part of our being together is this man and the many people that he has fooled, and the amount of time he has been here doing it. But every week go by, every weekend go by, every month go by, and I see the people not come together. Not come together. I'm not gonna believe that I can put together this meeting at this library or at this hotel ballroom and call everybody to come together, and everybody's gonna come to Houston and I'll come here and fill up the room and we're gonna be able to talk and go over stuff. I can't believe that shit if people can't even give $5 funky ass. How are you gonna come to something that you need gas money for? You got to spend time and out. How can you commit to something or say you committed to something when it don't show? So there are a
Fact.
lot of people that have solutions, but they can't be applied. Why? We don't have the places to hear them at. We don't have the places to meet them at. We're not building those people up. And just frankly, I understand a lot of people's spirit, while a lot of those that could do help, could do good work, give up. And a lot of people always say, "Oh man, it got to be in you." Oh man, if you give up, you just wasn't for it and all of that. But that's a motherfucking lie. This shit
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
That's a lie. Anybody can do it, but the
yeah.
people gotta help. That's a lie. Even those that are doing it, they get the help from the people, still go through a lot.
Fact,
It is what it is.
fact.
It's just the support. If you in movies, or I guess if you an old football player, athlete, or old musician, you know, maybe you got a few people that'll listen to you whenever you open your mouth, regardless to if you smart or not. But we the people, we're the reason for that. Is because we popularize those people because they've done something like sang a song or played some fucking sport. Things that we do on the damn normal and don't get no recognition. Hell, Samantha Gordon got a voice better than Yolanda Adams to me. Shit, y'all hear that soul singing? Touch your fucking spirit. She ain't got no damn contract. You know what I mean? Shit, on some real
Yeah,
stuff that
yeah,
that old, that old school rhythm, that singing, that Aretha type singing, just touch your fucking soul. Hey, we got a hell of a lot of those type of people in the hood. They ain't got no contracts with A&R, no record contracts. So you don't want to listen to them. They not important. They not famous. If she was Angie Stone or one of them and had got scammed and shit, everybody would come out to help because she's a singer and people know her. Well, hell, Samantha can sing. It's just people don't know her. See how we the people, we make our own demise because we discount those things that are important. We discount ourselves. It ain't but one Beyonce, but it's millions of fans. How the fuck do Beyonce run us all? I'm just saying in an example. You only got one person, but you got millions of fans of them people. Peace to you, Queen.
fact.
You got millions of fans to them people. How is those people controlling the millions of fans? It is the millions of fans' fault that allow one person to dictate their lives, dictate their actions. It is our fault when we allow anything to do that. And we're going to do that. It's going to be shit to dictate our lives. We're going to
Yeah,
accept that. I ain't saying, make a world without that. No. But we have to control what dictates our life.
fact.
Control this. And if I keep hearing the people screaming about a problem and I know how to get the solution, if the people aren't willing to do it, damn it, I'm gonna stop listening. I'm gonna stop listening because it's
Fact,
it's
fact.
insanity. It's insanity to keep on begging for a solution, and the solution is there, but you can never achieve it. Why? Because we won't get the fuck up. We won't get up. What did we say at the end of the shows? For years, we've been saying the same slogan. No
Yep.
matter what you go through in life, no matter what, never sit down and lay down.
Right,
You can't do nothing in those positions.
right.
But in all things, you have to stand up. You got to stand up to go out the door.
Yeah, fact.
You got to stand up to meet up with me. So, you know, it has to be an action. And until we get that in on a mass level, I'm sorry, y'all, but we're leaving ourselves open to a lot of these scam artists, and we're leaving other people open. So in truth, I'll say it is all our fault all of us that don't do anything. I say us, including myself, because my whole life I ain't did something, but I'm just saying us, the people.
Right.
Not excluding myself as if I'm above or beneath anybody, but on the same
Right.
level. Us, the people that all have the potential to do something. If we don't do it, then it is our fault. And I understand some people that get tired of hearing, you know, what's that what's that character that kept yelling wolf, kept screaming wolf, and people would come down there and he laughed, ha ha ha, it ain't a wolf. And he kept doing it, and then finally it really was a wolf, and he was yelling, and people were like, man, fuck him, and the wolf, ate up his sheep, ate him up. But that's what it is. It's like the people keep crying wolf, and
Yeah, it's a lot of that go on.
it is, man, and it's just real. You know what I'm saying? It is just real and raw. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but I ain't trying to get my feelings hurt neither. And damn it, my feelings starting to get hurt, man, because it's been years, and I'm seeing my people hurt, and they won't they won't fix themselves.
You're
They
right.
won't allow me to fix them. They won't take the goddamn medicine. They take the script and all like that, but going and getting it and then taking it. And I know you ain't taking it because hell, you're still coughing and sneezing and coughing and
Yeah.
stuffy head. You couldn't have took the damn medicine, you know. So
Yeah, that's right.
it's the spirit, it's the feelings that a lot of people share, and some people are scared to admit it. They don't want to step on nobody's toes, and I don't either. But at the same time, I don't want my boots stepped on either.
Fact.
And it don't take a lot. It's not like I'm extorting or I'm calling people out and like trying to shame my people. It's not that. It's love that I need us to work together to collectively solve problems.
Hmm.
Because alone, man, it don't be working on big problems. Now you got those little small problems here and there, the little lone wolf problems. Those work. I don't need a big group of people coming with me to the local high school, to talk to the principals, to talk to the sheriffs of the different school district departments and how they're gonna handle the kids and stuff. I don't need you to come out there in the mass movement at the bus stops. We can handle the patrol, keep the kids from fighting each other, after school program, help out with their homework. I don't need you for that. Those little things can be accomplished with just us minimal,
Yeah.
here and there, just us few. Those are the missions that command give you to do on your own. Those are the solo dolo missions. But command can't tell you to go and take over Normandy Beach by your goddamn self.
Fact.
Command can't tell you to go and raid the compound of Bin Laden by your damn self. Hell, I don't know if y'all ever seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, but you know, it don't end very well. When you go in there by yourself. I don't give a damn how many guns. There was a character on there that put on strapped up with a bunch of guns. It just looked like he was just suited and booted. He claimed to be a one-man army, man. He had all them guns on him, man. He walked out to go and handle business and slipped on one damn bullet, and all them guns went off and just
It
tore
went
his
off.
ass up.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
but it's an
Right.
example of the truth. That one person can't do it all. No matter how many weapons that one person have, they
That's right.
can't do it all. You know, we need everybody's help or everybody's silence. And it's a lot of other issues of life that we need to be brought, that we need to bring to each other's attention, that we can get educational entertainment from. But this issue of people losing their money, this issue of people losing their trust
Yeah,
and not
man.
wanting to work together, you know, for me personally, I want to address that no matter who it is. No matter if it was Pumpkinhead or the fake doctor, no matter who it is, I would want to address that, you know, because y'all are my peoples, and I hope I'm y'all peoples. Some of y'all have shown me I'm y'all peoples because you have, you know, you know, uh, you have reached into my life personally, giving me motivation. You know what I'm saying? Just cared about me, checked on me, stuff like that. You're not just the audience. You're not just a fan or something. You crossed over into somebody that's a part of my life. Even when this thing is over, I should hope to still be able to, get some messages from some people and send some messages to some people that, have been on that level with me on this journey. You know what I mean? And continue like that. I hope it ain't just because of this. It's why we on good cordial terms. I hope there's more than just this that can keep us like that for life, as I
Yeah.
would hope everybody would be like that. But time tells. But this is all I'm saying is that, you know, uh, this is real, and what we giving, this time, this show, this stage, all this stuff is something that we hoping people can really use, applying the solution, coming together. That solves
Hmm.
that problem, that issue that has affected all of y'all, because we supposed to all care about each other's lives. You know,
Fact.
regardless if you just hosting the show or if you are personally indebted to some of the artist members, or if you don't know the artist members. Hell, I don't want nobody hosting the show, and just because I'm an audience member, they don't care if the lights fall on me or something, or if the seating is safe or not. At least have some normal care for my safety if I'm gonna come and be a part of your show. I'm just saying, this is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
metaphors. These just examples, y'all. I don't want everybody to think I'm ranting or going around in circles. Now, it's just
Nah,
all
you good.
about how we all need to really do action. We can really build communities that are great. You know, of podcasters, of information givers, of organizers. You know, we can really do that, and it don't take a lot, but we really got to do it. Huey P. Newton and all those great people back in the day, the reason they're great is because of all the things they did and because of the people that came together with them to do it. They didn't do it themselves. Huey P. Newton didn't give everybody, all the
Fact.
kids in the neighborhood, breakfast out his own damn house every morning. Him made it himself, and then go patrol the streets, and then go down to the Senate and do all that. He didn't do all that shit on his damn own.
That's
He
right.
had a collective. He had other people that came together, other bodies, agreed. They put themselves out there also. And radical change came from that. Do we want radical change in Houston? Do we want radical change in surrounding area? Are we just wanting to be popular? Do we really care about other people losing their money after ours is gone? Some of us ain't gonna get it back. Are you willing to put that same amount up that you were willing to use to save your loved one from whatever situation they was in that Cornell stole from you? Are you willing to put up that same trust into something that's guaranteed, that's solid, something that can change more than just your situation, that can change other people's situation? Would you have paid 25 or 3,500 to help other people in the community from being railroaded by something? Well, that's what this is right here. That's what this fund is. That's what the purpose of it is. Because again, the reason for it is not because we need our bills paid, not because they want to go and get some nice outfits, but because they are being bullied by the same people that have bullied y'all. The people that this stage has brought, the problems that these people have all shared in common, being scammed, being intimidated, being ignored. These people that have done this have come against these individuals in a legal manner to quiet them, to stop them from being able to stand up for y'all. And now the people have to stand up for them. Because if not, what message does it send? What message does that send to the people?
Right.
It's sent to the next. To me, it's sent to the next generation. Shit, man, watch your goddamn self. Don't care about nobody else. I'm serious. This is the message. To me, it seems like it's saying. Don't expect everybody to stand up. People gonna these days damn near seem like they want to do it on their own. They don't want to get in the group and go find something. You know,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
they want to be solo dolo. Everybody want to say that they did it themselves. They can do it themselves. Want to talk about people when they ask for help. You know, want to give a bunch of reasons why that person should not be in that situation instead of just help. Want to, stipulations and all this shit. Everybody want to be somebody's mama and daddy. Talk down. Not each other brother or sister and talk equal.
Back.
Want to just talk down on you instead of just giving. When all those people, most of them that do talk down on you, somebody gave them many times before. That's what really gets me with a lot of people. They get a lot of help, won't give none.
Yep, you're right.
Hey, y'all, I'm just shooting from the lip. Calm down. Ain't got nothing on my hip.
No, but you definitely right, man. You're definitely right. That's the bullet and sued for $1 million. Speaking up. Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker, I don't got $1 million with you dumb ass. Ain't got no.
Yeah.
How you gonna get it? If the motherfucking judge say, yeah, they did all this to you, and they just tore y'all up, and the penalty is I'm gonna make them pay you $1 million in damages. How the fuck do you think you finna get it? I write your ass an IOU on a piece of paper.
Ooh.
I don't know how that's gonna go buy you any earrings, any eyelashes, any paying in them car notes. I mean, nothing from nothing leave nothing. And we the people, we ain't got no damn money like that. Man, we had the money like that, you wouldn't be filing no lawsuit against us. It'll be our legal team filing constant lawsuits against their ass. Come on, man. I file a lawsuit for every fucking victim that came on this motherfucker. Come on the show, you get your lawyer. I'm paying for the motherfucker. If I had money like that, I give y'all a show. Huh? We'd be sitting up eating lobsters and steaks and shit and having people with the fire on the batons twirling behind us and stuff. We talking about the critical show. Hey y'all. But it would be so live. I promise you wouldn't want to turn your head. You would watch this show over and over. If I had that type of money. So what are you suing us for? What do you think you gonna gain from us? Make us shut up? Nah, that ain't gonna happen. And you ain't gonna get no money. So that's the dumbest shit in the world, excuse my language, but on some real shit, to sue a poor person. That's just stupid. That's your dumb self, wasting money to file all of that shit. To pay somebody to serve, that's like you asking, you sound like that dumbass on Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. You gonna ask for a bazillion dollars. Yeah, that's what we gonna pay you in a ransom. We gonna pay you a gazillion dollars. We got it. Yeah, just wait on it. Just hold your breath, and we gonna get that shit to you. That's it just sounds stupid, cause it really is stupid. Just to even sue people that you victimized because they talked about you. Oh, they've defamed my character. They've harassed me. Even though my stage is harassment. Cornell harasses those that do the people in the community wrong. He need to be harassing his goddamn self. just standing in the mirror, just going off on his damn self. That's what his dumb ass need to be doing because he's the
Right.
number one harasser. She need to be sitting in the bathroom in the house with that damn microphone, blaring, going off on her damn self. If they really are those that harass others, how you gonna sue people and say that they harassing you? Because they're
Right.
standing up for shit that is proven you did wrong to them. I can understand if these victims coming on here saying, just making up lies and they ain't got no
They make
proof.
out lies,
Everybody
but
got
come on.
receipts.
Yeah,
Everybody
and
got
that's
receipts.
the difference. That's right. That's right.
So what the fuck? But again, y'all, that's why I'm standing behind it, and that's why I implore y'all, my people, to go and jump on it and pass it around, because we have to be the community, the ones that are here, that are loyal to this stage, that are getting the information, that are hearing about these victims over and over, hearing these amazing stories, championing their truth, their courage. We got to do something for them. We can. I
Right.
mean, I don't see why not, y'all. I can understand if it was a task that was too hard, couldn't be done. This ain't a task that's not feasible, that's not able to be accomplished. And we could do some phenomenal shit. People could talk about this for a long time. It needs something to be viral right now in this day and age. It's right now at the time where the people need something that's for real, that ain't scripted or edited by these systems that are trying to fool them.
Nah.
Cops back in the day when cops used to come on. It was a show. It used to come on. It comes on now on cable, but you would see the live interactions with the people. When cops first came on, I know a lot of people here wasn't around, but for some of y'all that was around, y'all remember when cops first came on, it was raw. It was raw and uncut. They would show
Yeah.
people getting away.
Yeah. Yeah.
People would get away from them loud. Them loud be up in there. Yeah, Sam Adam 9-4 Roger at 34 the pike. Oh, I got a runner right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The motherfucker get away from me, they come back. Yeah, 410 on 30. Yeah, suspect black male. He got away through Avenue A. Yeah, suspect is. Then they start trying to explain to the camera. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let him go. Right there, that was yeah. It was raw, man. It was just uncut. Now, as time went by, they done started, editing it because they didn't want to show the officers are always getting beat because shit, that made everybody start track running. When they saw that on cops, saw how many people kept getting away from cops, boy, it was a overstood thing. If the cops pull up, everybody run. You
Yeah. That's
better
right.
run and get the hell away. Them cops back in the day, it was like a challenge to them. Go on. Y'all can take off, we coming. But them athletic ass cops back in the day, yeah, they had switched from the beginning cops that was out of shape to you got them super cops. And they had the real bad boy show. And you were seeing all
Mm-hmm.
type of crazy shit. Then they was just they started going raw and beating the shit out of people and shit. Dunking folks and all. But it was entertainment, is what I'm getting at. The show. It showed real life. You know what I'm saying? And that show was super viral. It was super viral, what you would call viral. It was super viral back in the day. Everybody watched it. I don't care who you were. Everybody done seen cops and heard that damn Jamaican song. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna...
Mm-hmm.
You heard that shit. We could do that same shit with our show of exposing people that are scamming, that are stealing, and playing themselves as community organizers, community activists, solution makers. We have to have that. Hell, they got the other show. What's the other show that they have that's popular back in the day? Unsolved Mysteries. They tell you about all them
Yeah.
different cases by different people. Janie went walking down the street. That was the last time, 9:15. People said she was
Man, this nigga here,
ignorant.
man.
Yeah, we would be watching that mother. Your grandparents be just, oh my God, y'all can't walk through the stove. They took the little girl, they snatched the little girl, all from the show. Everybody was tied in or remember watching it or seen an episode or went to somebody's house seen it. What I'm saying is those shows became popular because it was real issues that people dealt with, and the people watching them is what gave it the large ratings, is what made it so popular.
Yep,
So
yep.
we the people have to can do the same thing. Make our show, our stage popular.
Fact.
But it has to be done the right way. We have to show that we can stand up to these bullies when they try to take any of our people to court for frivolous charges. We can stand up legally. We can
Fact.
stand up and stand back because guess what? Critical and Samantha might not have $1 million, but the fake doctor might have a few pennies in her bank. And guess what? That countersuit, yeah, that countersuit can get something. You can get the biggest baddest lawyer. You can bring Johnny Cochran back from the fucking dead and sue me for $2 million. I don't know how he gonna get the shit if I ain't got it. So, but I bet you this. If you got it and I countersue your ass for lying on me and bringing me to this situation, guess how much I'll get from you? Guess how much these judges would love to award me from y'all ass, Mr. and Mrs. Bully the judicial system, make them do what you want because you got an army that's gonna force it. Huh? Let's turn the tables around. Cause when the tables turn and they on the other side, as defendants in the countersuit against them, yeah, all the things that we will be bringing up against you, yeah, they can be proven. You can countersue them for a lot of bullshit, intimidation, and it can be proven. Y'all don't got no records of harassing nobody. These are the victims being bullied legally by the victimizers. We need the people to stand up. If that ain't a viral issue, if that don't make you want to join in or help, even if you don't want to get on the front line, yo, pennies, man. Pennies, man. I can't stand up if my people won't stand up with me, man. I can't stand up for my people.
Right. That's right.
If they won't stand up with me. And as I say, you don't got to get on the front line. I get out there on the front line, but I need you to at least stand up behind me.
Yeah, that's right.
In case the motherfucker, I got a rope dope this shit. In case I get hit too hard, and at least I got y'all back there to home. Don't let me fall. Throw me back in. I promise I got him. Harder this time. I'm gonna get me a knockout for you. But I need to at least do that. If the people can't do that, what are we doing everything for except for the entertainment? And if y'all just want entertainment, hey, we can entertain you. This stage can be just for entertainment. Y'all can be coming here and I can just give you entertaining topics. That's all y'all want. But be in agreement. That's what you want. Because just on some real stuff, it's not to blame people or nothing like that. Don't get to thinking that's what I'm saying. But it's because of Critical standing up for the victims is why he's included in this shit. Because the people that's suing on some real shit was cool with it. But when he stood up for the victims, they joined him in on the suit. When he stood up, they said, how dare he? And they joined him in on it. So because of standing up for the people, they going after him too. Man, that should be a fight everybody should want to jump in and help, man. Real talk. Everybody should want to jump in and help on that, man. That's just plain out some weak ass shit. I'm serious. But everybody got the potential to do it. Everybody got the potential to do it without hurting yourselves. Because I understand this life. We live in this financial life. You know what I mean? And on some real stuff, some people don't have change to just give away. I know a lot of the people that have come on here. Salute y'all. Thank you again, always for y'all courage. They don't got money to lose. They ain't got money to just give the fuck away, man. You know, they need their money. I don't give a fuck how much it is, little or whatever. They need their damn money, man. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, man. Just for a whole lot of people, life is check to check. You know, I don't cap and shine and act like I'm something that I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I got my babies in. Hell yeah, it'd be a struggle taking care of shit month to month. You know, last month, shit. Hell, I got my vehicle towed on accident, getting ready for the show. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Gotta do it, gotta dip into the rent money, you know, just to get it out. Now you gotta pay the rent, and now the rent late because you had to dip into the rent. And so what the rent gonna do? They gonna incur, you know, add-ons to it. So now you gotta dip into what? The car note, you know, you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul. Those are daily things that a lot of people go through. So they don't have no time and no, you know, to be just giving away and throwing away their fucking money, man. It ain't a game. If I had it, I would, man. I wouldn't be doing it and switching up like that. If a lot of people had that shit, they wouldn't be complaining. But we don't have it. We're about to getting by. You know, I know you expect somebody, I guess, because they own these damn devices to be like that, but everybody on these devices ain't like that. Even some of them, they got these beautiful stages that look all beautiful, still don't have financially sound lives and stuff. Some people are putting great farces, shows, making it seem like they got something that they do not fucking have. Real talk. Or how they're getting by, you just don't know. They one step away, you know what I'm saying, from the penitentiary, some goddamn income tax evasion, something. You never know what they doing, but a lot of them will put on the show. It's some of them that do, some of them that don't. But all I'm saying is we all people, and we have different backgrounds, different things, different ways of life that we're living, you know. But we all are popular. We all are important. Our lives should be treated like that. And the most important thing that should be treated like that is our power. And what does our power come down to? Our presence. What does our presence bring us? Money. Money. Those are the things that you do every day to pay your bills as an adult in this world. You're out there to acquire some form of money. There's not one person out here living that's just living off of life. They want water and they come out and a bottle of water fall from the sky. You know, no, things don't just happen like that. Everybody is doing something to acquire means to get the things that they need. It's called a barter system. You know, it's finances in life that tells your life. People don't play with their life, so they don't play with their finances. Use your finances properly. Our elders said it back in the day. They said, don't go buy Wonder Bread. Don't go buy Coke. Don't buy this. Don't buy that. They said, don't buy. Why? Because they knew the power of your dollar. The power of your dollar collectively was strong. And when y'all stopped buying them, those people sat the fuck down and acted right. They did what you, the consumer, what you, the dollar holder, wanted to be done. That's your power, y'all. Dollars, your dollars mean a lot. And you can't tell me a 6-pack of Coke or a pack of Cool 100s ain't worth the freedom of y'all people. The building of a great stage, and say that you had a hand in that. Because 1,000 people watching this, giving 1 pack of fucking Cools, can make things change, can make things happen. But if we just got people just watching, it's not gonna happen. And these people will continue to be able to do this. They'll be able to continue to scare people, intimidate people.
Yeah.
It's up to us, y'all. And that's, you know, that's my spiel.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Right now, definitely the time. And I'm reading the comments. I see. Um, you want to get into the comments, brother Emmanuel? Let me see.
Okay, well let's grab some of that. Let's see. Yep. See, when you in this situation where you invested in something personally, it's all right to have that anger. Excuse me. It's all right to have that displeasure
Right.
when you're dealing with yourself. I myself have been like that. You know what I mean? A lot of times I went on my personal rants, about the betrayal I felt. Uh, and it was because honestly, the solution I wanted was just for people to hear it, find out on their own, the truth in it, and then choose for themselves what they want to do with it. It wasn't an organized thing I was trying to do, uh, create awareness, you know, for someone else. Everything was for me. And so I was feeding my need in the manner that I was giving it out. And a lot of that manner came from the anger and the fire that y'all heard, a lot of the, crazy names and words and all of that. It's because that's what I was doing for me. And so I was getting what I needed. But when
Hey,
it comes to someone else, when it comes to the people, I had to round that off. I had to learn, and it was hard, that you have to calm what you have for yourself
the boy
for the
said
better
taking
of the
time
people.
bomb,
Huh?
huh? I said that boy said taking time bomb.
Yeah. And it's for real. And and at times I didn't know it. At times I did, but there was nothing I could do about it because again, it was serving
Fact,
my need. But when I
fact.
stepped into the arena for the people, I got to round that off. You know what
Yeah,
I
man.
mean? It's no longer just me.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And so some of the words and some of the things that I might want to say or do,
Fact.
I can't. And for me, it took for me to get forgiveness or to give forgiveness so that I could move on myself in a more strategic and calculated way, with more discipline. Because we are accidentally, with the greatest intentions, do harm, more harm than good. The old schools used to tell us when we go to church, they used to always tell us these quotes in the Bible or of the Bible. And one of them was, the greatest intentions still lead to hell. I've not seen those exact words anywhere in the Bible, and I damn near got it memorized. So I know that to be maybe just a saying that the people have, learned or inquired and given out from the church. But the greatest intentions still lead to hell, meaning you can mean the best and still fuck up
Mm,
horrible. Hell is something that's meant, that's like something that's never going, you can never change it, you can never get out of the torment. And if that is an example of something that we can find a symbolism of, uh, we can say that losing your leg is like hell. Because if you lose your leg, you can never get it back. Uh, you can never replace it. You can't put a prosthesis on it or none of that and it work like the normal leg. Nope. And you can't get the other one back if you lost it. So no matter what, your life will be changed forever if you lose a leg. You might be able to run again one day. You might be able to walk again one day. You might be able to stand up again on a balanced level. But you will never have that leg again.
Yeah.
No
Right.
matter what. And so that's an example of some things we can do in life that we can't change, because if you not paying attention while you riding that bike and that train coming and that train hit you, you could possibly lose your leg and never get it back from one little mistake of you not paying attention. So all I'm saying is one thing can cause a lifetime of pain and anguish. One thing you do can cause that. So you got to be careful how you dish it out. And I don't want to hurt none of y'all situations for my passion. And we all have to be the
Right.
same way for each other.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
we have the greatest intentions of wanting to solve the problem, but until our passions, our discipline is rounded out, we can't do it because we will accidentally cause more harm than good with the greatest
Right.
intentions,
Yeah.
you
With
know.
that. That's right. That's right.
But but the feelings are normal. Everybody has those feelings. We're gonna all have those feelings. But when we're in a collective, how we respond is should be for the collective of all of us. I've had to hold my feelings in with certain people, you know, for different reasons. I remember one time Critical had this young man on from Louisiana, an artist from Louisiana. He had just recently got out, and he was talking about. I think he had his little daughter up there in the studio,
Yeah. That's right. That's
and
right.
he was talking about, how he was trying to get back on his feet and all that thing, get back, and he was dropping his new music and stuff. Well, I was I was doing hood news, and I would always have my son with me, and I was always talking to the brothers and sisters about their music and how it could influence other brothers and sisters to do something crazy. And so here I am talking about stopping hurting each other, and the little
Yeah.
brother, his music from the jump was take a nigga out, kill a nigga, shoot this, take him down. It was just all decimation of the people. So I'm sitting there, and we both in like opposite places. He's promoting the taking him out, and I'm over here advocating the stopping. So I'm sitting there, and I'm having to, how can we, weigh this out? How can we balance it?
Yeah.
I couldn't attack him. Oh man, brother, you the reason for all this stuff out there. I couldn't do that, there. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't, even though he is. But in a way, I had to, take my feelings, and I had to take my disgust for what I see as the promotion of the thing that broke my heart and took my son's life, black
Right.
on black violence. I had to control that disgust, not give it out to my brothers and sisters, but instead discipline myself and channel that in a way to reach out to him. And so I reached to him and I let him know, man, I see, I know you love your daughter. I see that there, man. And that's a beautiful thing. But what happens when you're not here for her behind living that life that you spitting? What happens when you go do more time? Did you forget all the years that you just spent away from her? Who's more important, the streets, the hood, all of that, or your baby girl?
Right.
And that's that seed just planted in the little brother head, and however it has grown since then, I had to change myself because the battle was bigger than just me. The battle is for the people, the millions of people that were listening, the many people that this little brother in my interaction and how he goes forth in life, the many people that he'll interact with, and because of how I interact with him, it will sprout off into their lives. So what did I give him? A controlled me or my own personal feelings? We in this battle together. We gotta look out for each other. Again, if you solo dolo, if you're a lone ranger, if you by yourself, hey, Texas, do your motherfucking thing.
Right.
but you're gonna have to be solo because again, you can have the greatest intentions, but if you don't control yourselves, if we don't control ourselves, then it does not help the people. And I myself, I've been guilty of doing that before and had to catch myself because I love the people, because I want the solution. And you got to find that for yourself. You got to answer that. Everybody got to answer that for themselves. What do we want here? Do we want our personal gain or do we want a solution?
Yeah.
We want to fix the problem for ourselves or fix the problem for the people? Because we can't get it back. We can't get that peace, that leg back, that sanity back. But we can make sure nobody else does by telling them, pay attention when you ride your bike. Look out for the train, because if you lose that damn leg, it won't be the same. Pay attention. You only get one chance. Little small things, greatest intentions can fuck you off. You can do things, I didn't mean no harm. You right, and it's still harm come.
Right.
So that's all I say to my people that's hearing it, you know, people that need it in all situations. You can apply this. But for this situation, I had to do that and give my people,
Right.
you know, a better version of myself to be there for them. I had to
Right.
round off, I had to calm myself so that I could be there for y'all. And so I know everybody's gonna have to do that. And I'm not here to condemn nobody. You know, slick slugs. No, I'm just being real. This here what God love. And we all are like that. Why? I know I am because y'all saw me. Y'all, a lot of y'all that have been witnessing it, y'all seen my tirades many times here. And I will, man,
Yeah.
why? It's that much passion. It's life. It's just life, y'all. It's just life. Life is that serious. Nothing we doing is a game or a joke, even though some might see it or take it like that. It's not. It's not, man. I've seen so many bodies in their caskets, and I was just seeing them alive, moving and breathing. It amazes me still sometimes, even though I'm not supposed to stand in amazement. I'd still be amazed to see how the body can go from one thing to a complete different other, man. Just damn. That's the finality of life. Unexpected, unchecked. Ooh, death is a bad mother. That's about the baddest motherfucker I've met, man. If death come fuck with old folks, young folks, babies, mamas, daddies, death come nice, mean, caring, uncaring. Death come in all sizes, shapes, colors, creeds, religion. Don't respect a motherfucking thing. And
That's
come
right.
fade everybody. Death so bad, death go fuck with plants. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Death
Yeah.
fuck with plants, man. Death in the motherfucking soil. What?
Yeah.
Death a bad mother. Hey man, I'm only talking about death.
Hmm.
You don't gotta respect death. Death don't give a fuck about your respect. You don't gotta
That's right.
worship him. Death don't give a fuck about worship. Fear don't give a shit about fear. Appreciation, respect. It don't give a fuck about your respect, your appreciation.
None of that
Death
shit.
don't care for nothing. Death has no favorites. Death has no unfavorites. Death is the only entity that's equal. Death fuck with everything and everybody at some point in time. And don't
Yeah.
give
That's right.
nobody, death don't give nobody no pass. Hey man, come on, death man. It was just one car accident. Fam, I got some shit to do. My daughter's birthday next week, man. Gone on living. Death don't even talk back. There ain't no talking to death. Ain't no negotiating with death.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? If a bad mother,
Yeah.
man, that shit is awesome. That is some, but life, ooh-wee, life precious than a mug, man.
Facts. You know, and a lot of people don't even realize it, man.
Don't. The breathing, the man, the body parts and all of the things that each one of them body parts do, how they all work in collusion, they work together to make one thing happen. Life is some serious shit, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is so fucking precious. You could have life and you think you got it strong, and that life will prove your ass wrong, be gone quick. It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
Or we don't want to hold y'all too much longer, but we just gonna go a little bit stronger. It's the
Yeah.
Slick Talk, y'all. It's Monday night. As always, we appreciate y'all. We just going over some stuff about clarifying about this link that y'all have been seeing, this fund that y'all have been seeing, this fundraiser. We just want everybody to get a understanding of what that is and what it will go toward, and get more people's
Facts.
participation. If we can't get it online, we will again be coming up with other methods, and we hope that people will join in together collectively to help out our brother and our sisters who are standing against this bully in the legal system. But we're gonna get it. We're gonna make sure that we respond to this, and we stop anybody in the future from trying it, especially them, because if they see they can do it to a few, they'll do it to everybody, and they'll have everybody on shut the fuck up while they're just scamming any and everything, and that ain't what's up. So, you know, again, it's up to us. I appreciate y'all attention. I hope we haven't bored you. I hope we have given you something good. I thank everybody that has been in the comments section, that has been responding, that has been interacting in there. You know, thank you for doing that. Because that makes us feel like we're being heard. Sometimes we don't get any reactions in there. We don't know if y'all hearing us out there. If this system that crashed on you. So we appreciate those little things, your participation that way and all the other ways, all the hearts that's been sent, the sharing, and the likes, all appreciated by all those individuals that have hit that button. That's all it takes. It don't even take that many pounds of pressure, like a gun do. Clicking that button, it don't even take too much pressure. You get that finger a little too close and it'll do it for you. Static energy. That's all it takes to show your love. So we appreciate those that have done that small but effective and large thing in our life.
Facts.
Here on Slick Talk Monday night, the Critical Show. We went over on Friday. We were talking about the need for everyone to look up your ancestry. Find the names of your family members and get a hold of it and try to document that,
Yeah.
pass
Yeah.
that down to the next generation, because something that has tripped me out, I've seen, is a lot of people don't know who you're related to. People don't, you don't even get that information. You know, something that y'all should do. Write down your brothers and sisters' names. Find your mom and daddy's name as far back as you can right now while you got these elders around. Question them.
Mm-hmm.
Write it down. You know what I mean? It's gonna mean something a whole lot in the future to your children. Because for some reason
Facts.
we're becoming a world that is giving that shit up. And if we get that shit up, we don't know who is who and who we gonna be messing with. We messing
Facts.
with each other. All because we don't know.
Yeah, we
And
don't know.
that's something that I want everybody, in your time to bring that up and get that done. But that's my spiel.
Yeah, yeah. Before we get up out of here, we just want to remind everybody about July 19th, which is Saturday, the kids' summer food and clothing drive. Y'all make sure that y'all bring the family, bring the kids. You know, just bring everybody out there to the park. It's a lot of items for the entire community. There's going to be food out there. All type of different things is going to be out there. So y'all come out, just have a good time. You know, let's eat together. All that type of good stuff. You know, let's get it in to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But Wednesday night, y'all make sure that y'all tune in to our sister Natural. You know, a chairwoman of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club Houston chapter. Um, she always have explosive topics, you know, in
Oh,
conversation. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with her Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And then we are right back on with the Critical Show on Thursday night and Friday night recap. You know, we're gonna get it in. You know, so y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. You know, Brother Emmanuel.
oh yeah. Remember, Wednesday night, I thought we wanted change. It is going to be a, a magnificent show because that topic is something, again, I can't wait to hear their thoughts on. Salute to Natural, our general, the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, a panelist, a host, and all of those people that are in our audience. As always, I'm the Houstonian. The Houston haters hate to hear. And I scream it loud and clear, 24/7, 365. I represent the truth, the critical show, Hood News GP on mine. Remember, no matter what you go through, no matter what you go through in life, never sit down and never lay down, but do what you were born to do. And in all things, stand up. Till we see each other next time. Wednesday night, Thursday night, critical show, Friday night recap, and come back to next week, Slick Talk, right here. Honor of our brother, Gary Monroe. One love.